Today I am preserving my mom's wedding dress to keep it looking just as beautiful as the day she was married. There are a few things that you'll want to do before you start preserving your gown. The first is that you'll want to have the dress professionally laundered by a reputable dry cleaner. Before you purchase a box, you're going to want to measure your dress. So the best way you're going to do that is to take the dress and then fold the bodice of the dress up. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to measure the width of the dress, the length of the dress, and how high the dress is. You're going to want to add about 2 to 3 inches to the height to accommodate the tissue that you'll be using to pad the dress. You'll also want to make sure that your box is archival quality, which means it's going to be acid-free, lignin-free, and a buffer box would work well for this as well. You'll want to look for the same attributes with the tissue paper that you use to pad the dress. Low quality storage materials can actually accelerate damage to your dress, so you'll want to make sure that everything you use that's going to be touching the dress is archival quality. So before handling your dress, you'll want to wash your hands thoroughly and put on some cotton gloves. If you have any watches or bracelets on, you'll want to take those off because those can snag on your dress. To begin, line the bottom part of the box with tissue paper. Unbuffered tissue is a good choice for any textile. You want to leave the tissue hanging over the edges of the box of it. Lay the dress in the box with the skirt centered. The bodice should be laying over the edge face down. Using the tissue, pad the inside of the skirt to provide support. If you have layers of tulle, you want to place a sheet of tissue between each layer. You'll do the same with any dress overlay. You may need to fold the edges of the skirt in on itself. Use tissue where the skirt will overlap to prevent any snags caused by beads, pearls, or sequins. Once you're done with the skirt, place a layer of tissue on top. You're going to want to place tissue wherever fabrics will touch each other. Carefully fold the bodice up over the skirt. If the dress has sleeves, you can roll the tissue and gently slide it into each sleeve. Using crumpled tissue, pad the bodice to help it maintain its shape. You'll want to pad any space between the sleeves and the bodice so they're not touching. Once you're done, you're going to add another layer of tissue over top of the bodice. If you have a veil that you're going to store with your dress, lay it on top, padding any folds, then place another layer of tissue over top of that. If the dress is puffed up higher than the box, you're going to very gently press down on the dress to expel some of the air trapped in the skirt. Try not to crush the tissue that you use to support the bodice. And then once you're done, you're going to put the lid on. So once you're all set, you want to make sure to label the outside of the box. To keep your dress looking good, you'll want to avoid storing it in areas where temperature and humidity will fluctuate. So you'll want to stay away from attics, your basement, or a garage. The best storage options would be for you to store under your bed or in a closet. Go to Gaylord.com to start your preservation journey.